Well, hello colleagues. This is a first for Northamptonshire County Council in trying out a video message to everybody about some really important things that we're involved in at the moment. I'm really keen that all of us have our say on both the leadership competences, the behaviours that we need to take our council forward, and how we should structure and group ourselves so we can make sure that we're delivering in the best possible way. Now, I have asked 3 questions of the Council again, and I know many of you have been discussing that in your teams, and thank you to everybody who sent the replies back so far. They're really great. But what I want to do with this message is really encourage you and share with you some more information that you might want to comment on as well. But before I do that, I think it's important we just take a moment to think about, well, what are we like now, and what are the issues that are facing us? And then we know how we'll need to organise ourselves for the future. I've drawn a number of conclusions from my time spent so far with the Council and all the comments I've had back from colleagues working across in different services. And I think there are 3 areas of the context that we're in that we need to face up to. One is our leadership. Within the Council, I don't think the leadership in our teams and at a senior level is clear enough and visible enough about what we need to do as an organisation to deliver the elected members' goals. And I think many of us are working in isolation and are not connected enough across the Council to really get that added value for our customers. I think our communication isn't evolving enough. We are trying to get out messages to everyone across a large organisation, and this is an example of it. But we're still not getting a two-way dialogue across the organisation, ensuring you know what you need to know as quickly as possible. Hopefully, the introduction of our new team briefing process called Core Brief, which will come out in February, will be a good start along that road. And most particularly, our customers are simply not visible enough. We don't hear the voice of our customers throughout the Council. We don't assess their needs enough, and they're just not a feature of how we are relating. And that absolutely needs to change. And I know many of you share that view. Certainly in individual services, people are very close to their customers and do understand what's going on. But as a whole organisation, there is a gap. And we've been through some rocky times over the last few months, and we've had some big reports printed, particularly about our performance, and you'll know about the loss of our star rating on adult social services and our standing still on children and young people services, and the real concerns there are about the performance for young people and their achievements in our schools. We've got an exceptionally tough budget, and thank you to all of you who've tried so hard to find ways for us to balance our money for the future. And you know that I've reviewed the Integrated Change Programme, and together we've taken the decision to stop the professional support service. There's been a lot of changes, and certainly we need to garner all those changes together, grab the context that we're in and redesign ourselves much more effectively for the future. Fundamentally, I want us to challenge our culture in this Council. Sadly, it feels a bit that you do what you want or do nothing at all, and there's no real accountability about delivering and really standing up for what you're doing. Some of that's good because we get some really great innovation that people go off and do, but the flip side of that is very negative, and things don't happen, and there doesn't seem to be a way to make them happen. And I know we need to change that.